watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories for you right now. Topping the list tonight, controversy in Campbell County as commissioners and the county animal shelter try to come to terms on a budget, and the clock is ticking. The animal shelter says if no agreement is reached by the end of June, the operation will be turned over to the county, leaving hundreds of animals' lives in jeopardy. With less than 60 days left before the animal shelter and county's agreement ends, both sides remain at odds. For the past several years, the county commission has paid the animal shelter $149,568 to keep operations running and to take care of Campbell County's animals. But just like everything else, the cost of supplies has increased.
They had offered $225,000 per year, and that isn't going to really be able to, that's not sustainable. We've just been making it. And it would be reckless for FCCA to enter into another contract knowing that we cannot support the majority of the WATE.
WATE received a statement from the county commission that reads in part, Campbell County is in the negotiation process with FCCA, and until final decisions have been made, the commission does not wish to make a statement, end quote. In the meantime, the animal shelter says it's waiting to hear back from commissioners. If you want to learn more about this issue, including the operations the shelter's money goes to, just click on this story at WATE.com. Next on the Big 7, we are now hearing from the victim's family after 26-year-old Shelby Booth of Boiling Springs, South Carolina, was murdered in a rental cabin in Sevier County over the weekend. As we've told you, the couple was staying in a rental cabin on Caney Creek Road in Sevierville. The Sevier County Sheriff's Office arrested her boyfriend, 21-year-old Julian Popoka. He is charged with second-degree murder. Booth's mother, Deborah Jones, says she tried to get in touch with her daughter on May 7th, the day she was killed. She says tonight she still can't believe her daughter is gone. Still, she says she's not going to give up wanting justice for her child taken too soon.
I can't protect her anymore. There's nothing else I can do except for make sure that what happened is taken care of in the right way through justice.
Sheriff's Office says Popoka is being held at the Sevier County Jail waiting for his arraignment before a magistrate. Next on the Big 7, a Knoxville man is facing drug and gun charges tonight after investigators executed a search warrant at a South Knoxville apartment complex. Knoxville police say 30-year-old Cedric Corbin was arrested during the search. We're told he was under suspicion of being a heroin and meth dealer. When officers were executing the search warrant at Montgomery Village Apartments, they reported finding substances thought to be heroin and meth, as well as marijuana. Knoxville police also reported finding 2 guns. One of them had been reported stolen. Corbin is facing half a dozen charges, including drug sale, possession, and use. Next on our list, a Maryville man facing charges in connection with the January 6th Capitol riot now has an attorney who has experience in cases from that day. Marina Medvin is an attorney in D.C. and Virginia and has represented a number of January 6 participants, getting some out of trouble. She's also a conservative columnist. Now, we are still in the early stages of 33-year-old Edward Kelly's case. The Maryville man was arrested less than a week ago. Prosecutors say Kelly used a piece of wood to breach a window to the Senate wing of the Capitol, becoming the 4th rioter to enter the building. He is facing several charges, including assaulting an officer and civil disorder. We'll be sure to continue following his case for you. Next now on the Big 7, Tennessee corrections officials now saying they expect changes to how future executions are carried out in our state. This includes changes to staffing procedures during an execution. All of this is according to the Associated Press. Meanwhile, a judge has put a pause on a lawsuit challenging Tennessee's lethal injection process while a probe unfolds. You may recall Governor Lee ordered a temporary reprieve at the 11th hour ahead of the scheduled execution of Oscar Smith. The governor said that ahead of Smith's execution, the drugs used for lethal injections were tested for potency and sterility, but not for endotoxins. Next on our list, National Nurses Week wraps up tomorrow. The week-long celebration of nurses and the vital roles they play started last Friday and concludes again, as we mentioned, tomorrow. East Tennessee is home to hundreds of nurses who change and save lives every day. The profession has been particularly spotlighted throughout the pandemic as nurses worked under grueling circumstances. Of course, we're talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, today we met with 2 Park West Medical Center nurses whose floor became the COVID unit during the thick of the pandemic. One of them, Whitney Leon, had only just graduated nursing school in 2020. Her first case was a COVID patient.
it was really scary because I'm like, okay, they have all this gear for me. I'm like, is the mask fitting right?
We are in challenging times, but nurses are resilient, and I've seen more incredible things the last couple of months to a year than I have in all of my years before the pandemic.
We asked what else they want all of us to hear on National Nurses Week. They said to try to be kind and patient, to know that nurses are doing the best they can, and if one is taking care of you, you are their priority. Now we turn to today's weekly COVID-19 update. The Knox County Health Department reported another increase in the number of active COVID cases in our community. This is the fourth week in a row we've seen this number go up. We're also continuing to see the number of people hospitalized with the virus at around the same level as been since early April, as well as 4 new deaths now from the virus being reported. We're told the health department will stop updating this number next month, following in the state health department's footsteps. And rounding out the Big 7, the numbers are in, and the Labor Department found that consumer prices jumped 8.3% in the last year. On a month-to-month basis, prices rose about 3% from March to April, and there doesn't seem to be any relief in the near future. Peter Anderson, the founder of Anderson Capital Management, says there are multiple reasons we're seeing all-time high prices. Some of those factors include the COVID-19 pandemic, continued supply chain issues, and the war in Ukraine.
Some of the more consensus answers would be that we're emerging from COVID, that it was chaotic past 2 years as we were entering COVID, and a lot of managers of companies, whether or not their goods or services, were uncertain about inventory and when COVID would end. So many of them were very conservative and decreased their supply.
So we found some simple ways you can save on a daily basis at the pump. Avoid rush hour, combine all your errands to fewer trips, and make sure your car maintenance is up to date. When you're at the grocery store, becoming a grocery store member will also save you in store, and shopping in bulk can save you a lot of money in the long run. We'll have some more tips and tricks on how you can save on our website, WATE.com.